you can see here, this is a beautiful example of how well Surf works. We can just push him all the way away, like it is crazy, and you have that little hop afterwards, and we're just able to completely outplay this Greninja, just keep shoving him away with this combo, and then at the end, I realize he popped his Unite move. I unfortunately have to pop mine as well, but take a look at how far I can shove this little Cramorant. I shove him all the way to my Wigglytuff. This will perfectly showcase the strength of this moveset. Just take a look at this Surf. I grouped them all up together, and then I knocked them all into each other with the Hydro Pump, enabling the huge AoE from my Lucario and Wigglytuff, and we completely wiped the floor there with the enemies without even having the Unite move up. Yo, you're watching Shurkou, we're back with some more Pokemon Unite, and today we will be finally checking out the Blastoise. Super hype Pokemon, it was finally released. Everybody and their mom were looking forward to this one, but can it live up to its hype? Well, in this guide, we will be solving that question, but also I will be showing you a master gameplay of me playing it in the background. I will also tell you the best moveset, I will tell you the best held items, the best battle item, and give you lots of general gameplay tips so you can succeed on your Blastoise journey. Now, right off the get-go, let's get those held items right out of the way, because I already showed you a screenshot right at the start of this video after the intro, and very self-explanatory, right? We have the body barrier, we have the focus band, and we have the score shield. These are pretty much the trinity of brokenness. Body barrier completely broken for most Pokemon actually. But especially on a defender like Blastoise, where you also want to support your teammates, and you will really benefit a lot from that huge percentage shield as well. Then we have the focus band, again, very self-explanatory item for defenders, but also again for most Pokemon, just a super strong item. And then the score shield, which I pretty much use on any of my melee Pokemon, because scoring is very important and it makes it super easy, and again it scales off of maximum health, so on defenders it's even better. Now let's get into that question whether Blastoise is good or not. Now of course it was just released, so take this with a huge grain of salt, because I still have to figure it out more, you know, we still have to see it more, we have to test out all the different movesets multiple times, so this is going to be a first impression kind of guide, but I definitely think it's going to help you out a ton right off the get-go, and something that you will instantly notice whenever you play this little Squirtle, and I'm talking about Squirtle specifically because the early game is completely terrible, just like most of the, like all the other Gen 1 starters as well that we have, the Charmander and that Bulbasaur, they are just pretty weak early game, you know? You have that Skull Bash, you have that Water Gun, both are not that easy to hit. The Water Gun is a very thin projectile. The Skull Bash has a little bit of a wind-up time. You are ranged, so that is very nice. Every third basic attack, your charged basic attack, will slow them down and have a pretty big AoE, so it's pretty decent for farming the Vespiquen camp as well. But point still stands, you're sitting at these two abilities until level 5, which can take quite some time to hit. While some of the other Pokemon, most of the other Pokemon, get their upgraded move or their new move at level 4 already, so you definitely have to keep that in mind. But I really think the late game of Blastoise completely makes up for it, because it is cracked out. Let me tell you, it definitely seems like a very strong contender for to be at least top 2 defenders. You know, we have that Snorlax sitting very comfortably at its rank 1 defender spot, and I really think Blastoise might not knock it down so far, honestly, because early game is very important. The first Dreadnought fight is very important as well, and it's going to be a little bit tough to hit level 7 to unlock that Surf for that, but definitely seems like a very decent Pokemon so far. I would probably, first impression, put it in a decent A tier, but again, take that with a grain of salt. Now moving on to the moveset, as you can see, I already took the Hydro Pump. The Water Spout is not bad by any means, especially if you take Rapid Spin as well, but for this build, for this, again, first impression that I have here for this Blastoise. I think this is the most efficient setup for now. Again, I will experiment with other combos as well, especially with that Rapid Spin as well. But for now, I think Hydro Pump and Surf are going to be your best bets. Now, Hydro Pump, if you don't take Water Spout, if you don't take Rapid Spin, Water Spout just isn't that strong, guys, because it's just an AoE you throw and it slows down the enemies in that area and it just continually rains onto them. Meanwhile, you compare that to the Hydro Pump, which really shoves the enemies for a very like wide duration, not duration, like a very long shove. Like it shoves them far back, like super far back, right? So it's really, really useful compared to the Water Spout, which just slows. Again, if you take that Rapid Spin, it has a little bit of a nice interaction where it just constantly shoots around you, which is really cool. I'll definitely experiment with that. But I think the less obvious choice here that I'm making, I think most of you will probably decide very quickly to take Hydro Pump. The less obvious choice is definitely the Surf. And as you can see, the enemy Blastoise also ended up taking Surf and Hydro Pump, so I feel like we already have two opinions here by two master players. But yeah, Surf just seems stronger than Rapid Spin. Rapid Spin is much cooler, don't get me wrong. I know most of you are probably going to be disappointed a little bit with yeah, me taking Surf or recommending Surf. Again, I will definitely upload more Blastoise videos. I will also be streaming Blastoise later in this evening, so make sure to subscribe, ring the notification bell to not miss that. But the Surf, yeah, Surf just seems more powerful than the Rapid Spin as a first impression. And as you can see, if you are paying attention to the background gameplay while I'm rambling, we are struggling quite a bit. But don't worry, as soon as I get that Surf and Hydro Pump combo, we will start making some plays now. It is honestly really powerful because Surf travels such a long distance, but what it also does, like this whole wave just keeps bringing the enemy with you. It's such a long knockback, it is mental. It is essentially a mini, or even, not even that mini, it's like 60% or 70% of a Talonflame ult, of a Talonflame Unite move. It seems honestly really insane. Of course, the Rapid Spin is really cool. Again, it's going to give you some more damage, it's going to make you a little bit more tanky as well, because the Rapid Spin upgrade at level 13 will make you take reduced damage. So I definitely don't think this is the only way to play Blastoise here, don't get me wrong, but I think first impression, again, it's also a little bit easier to pull off Surf. You can see here, this is a beautiful example of how well Surf works. We can just push him all the way away, like it is crazy, and you have that little hop afterwards, and we're just able to completely outplay this Greninja, just keep shoving him away with this combo. And then at the end, I realized he popped his Unite move. I unfortunately have to pop mine as well, but take a look at how far I can shove this little Cramorant. I shove him all the way to my Wigglytuff. It is absolutely insane. Guys, I'm telling you, this definitely seems like the best moveset to pick. And it is also a lot of fun as well. Now, what the Hydro Pump does when it is evolved, basically just deals more damage. The Surf, what it does when it is evolved, it gives you a big shield as well whenever you use it. Now, the thing about the level 13 evolution as a tank, it is pretty difficult to hit, right? Like it takes, you're not gonna always be farmed enough as a defender to hit that level 13. I'm sure if you play a lot of Snorlax, you probably realize that in a lot of your games as well, because you're not really the carry constantly farming the jungle. By the way, this will be a huge play. Just take a look at this. This will perfectly showcase the strength of this moveset. Just take a look at this Surf. I grouped them all up together and then I knocked them all into each other with the Hydro Pump, enabling the huge AoE from my Lucario and Wigglytuff, and we completely wiped the floor there with the enemies without even having the Unite move up, you know? Like, Unite move is so powerful on Blastoise and we didn't even need it right there. And here you will see it again, just the sheer strength of this Surf Hydro Pump setup, because I will try to knock the enemies away here. Unfortunately, he knocks me up, so I'm not able to push him away. So in the end, I just end up trying to last hit the Zapdos with my Unite move. But we ended up getting stunned. Luckily, the Lucario was playing really well. But take a look at this damage as well. We're a defender, keep in mind. I even miss my surf there. If you hit it slightly into a wall, it is going to instantly miss. But look at this. I am just easily able to outplay this Cramorant. We just move behind him, dodge the tornado as well, and we are able to completely wipe the floor. I'm telling you, this, as soon as you hit late game, as soon as you reach level 7 already, is really strong because you have Surf and Hydro Pump, you have these huge knockbacks. But then level 9, of course, you get the Unite move, which is very, very strong. I can't stress it enough. It deals a lot of damage, has a very good AoE, gives you a huge shield, and knocks everybody up. Just so much CC, definitely. As you can see, this is the most fun defender. And look at this fleet footwork I ended up having here. We were dodging every single ability of this Cramorant, just it couldn't do anything, man. I move away again, dodge the Hurricane, but in the end we ended up taking an L anyway to the basic attacks. But yeah, as you can see, terrible early game, but as soon as you hit that late game, man, you're able to make some huge plays. So yeah, I definitely recommend you to purchase Blastoise. It is 8,000 coins in the shop right now. I didn't talk about the battle item yet. Eject makes a lot of sense, right? You use Eject on everything. It got nerfed to 70 seconds cooldown. Didn't matter at all. And now let me finish that point real quick about the level 13 evolution, right? Again, you won't really hit that a lot of times for the defender role. You will hit it a lot of times, but not every single game, right? And you really, for most Pokemon, you want to hit that every single game. For Blastoise, you don't really need it if you take the Surf build. It's gonna give you a nice shield, yes, that's amazing, that's super nice to have. You wanna hit it ideally, but it doesn't have to be. Meanwhile, for the Rapid Spin build, it will add a lot of damage reduction to you while you're using it. And keep in mind, with every basic attack, Rapid Spin reduces the cooldown. So, as you can see, I'm gonna leave you here with the stats. We did a decent amount of damage. Again, we were struggling early game really hard, so we didn't really do too much this game. We definitely got carried. Beautiful Lucario gameplay, beautiful gameplay by the Zera Aura as well, but we definitely had our moments, and I hope I taught you a little bit about this Pokemon. And again, the Rapid Spin is gonna be much more focused around farming, so I'm gonna upload a Rapid Spin gameplay as well soon. I'm not sure whether I will use Hydro Pump or whether I will use the Water Spout. I'll probably do both, one video that, one video the other, but I definitely think you want to take Muscle Band. So look forward to that, because Muscle Band, with the basic attack speed that it increases, the Rapid Spin for each basic attack you do, the cooldown decreases a little bit, so you will be constantly having that damage reduction, you will be constantly spinning around into the enemy's face, and that is just really powerful. Something else I forgot to mention real quick, and then I will let you run, I will let you play your own Blastoise games. Surf also makes you unable to get crowd controlled, okay, while you're using it. Meanwhile, the Rapid Spin doesn't, so I feel like that's also another good argument with all the CC running around. We didn't get a new patch, so Wigglytuff is still really broken, Snorlax still really broken, so they will really CC you all the time. So yeah, Surf, even more arguments for it. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, make sure to subscribe, ring the notification bell if you don't want to miss further Pokemon Unite content on this channel, and I will hopefully see you in later on in the evening for the live stream. And with that being said, hope you enjoyed. Peace.